Find equation of quadratic function. Here is a thinking and communication question. Find equation of quadratic function and then calculate the y-intercept for the parabola satisfying following conditions. First condition is equation of the axis is x equals to 1. Second is x-intercept is minus 1 and the minimum value is minus 8. So we are given equation of axis of symmetry, which is x equals to 1, x-intercept and the minimum value. And we need to find the equation of quadratic function. And after finding the equation of quadratic function, we need to calculate y-intercept. Now, we can actually write equation of quadratic function in different forms. The best form to do is vertex form in this particular case, since we are given the vertex. Given axis of symmetry and minimum means vertex, right? So what we are given here is vertex, which is at 1, the value is minus 8. And we are also given a point which is x-intercept. So the point should be x-intercept is minus 1, that means y is 0 at that point. So we are given 2 points on this parabola. And if we use the vertex form, we can write down the equation of our parabola. Vertex form means that equation is of this form: y equals to a times x minus d whole square plus c. Now in this case, d is 1, c is minus 8. We can find the value of a by placing the point value, which is x of minus 1 and y of 0. Right? So substitute these values in the equation and calculate a. Right? So y for us is 0. A we need to find. X is minus 1. D is the point value of 1. So which is minus 1, minus of d square, plus c is minus 8. Minus 8. So that gives us all the values in the equation with one unknown, which is a. So we can now calculate the value of a. So we can write this as a times minus 2 whole square minus 8. So we can bring 8 to this side, and minus 2 square is 4, so get 4 times a equals to 8, and from here a equals to 8 over 4. That means the value of a is 2. Now once we know the value of 8, we can write down our equation. So we have the equation as y equals to 2 times x minus 1, the d value, minus 1, plus c, which is minus d, minus d. So that is the equation with a square here of our parabola. Now, to find the y-intercept, we can always substitute x equals to 0 and find y. So first let me write down, simplify this and write my equation as y equals to 2 times x minus 1 whole square minus 8. Now let's find the y-intercept. At y-intercept, x is equals to 0, right? So y-intercept means x equals to 0. So let's substitute 0 here and find y. So y equals to 2 times 0 minus 1 whole square minus 8, which is 2 times 1 minus 8, which gives us a value of minus 6. And therefore, we have y-intercept at minus 6, correct? Or the point will be 0 value for x and minus 6 for y. So that becomes your y-intercept, right? So we get both the answers here. One, we have the equation, which is here, the equation, and then the y-intercept, right? So that is how we should find y-intercept. So let's go through this process once again. That is, we should start with vertex form of the equation, which is y equals to a x minus d square plus c. Since we are given axis of symmetry, which is 1, and the minimum value of minus 8. So we start with this equation. I could have started with, like, say, y equals to a times x, then the value minus 1 whole square plus the minimum point, which is minus 8, minus 8. So that is our starting point. After that, we need to find the value of a. To find the value of a, we can substitute the value P in it, the point value, which is x-intercept. -1 for x, 0 for y. 0 for y, a minus 1 whole square minus a. Solve this equation as I have shown here. Get the value of a and then write down your equation. It is to be noted that a is positive. A is positive means your parabola is going upwards. And so you have a minimum, and the minimum point will exit at the turning point, which for us is given as 1 minus 8. Right? So that is how we are going to do this question. And it seems that if I complete my diagram, it is kind of like this. That becomes a line. Wherever it crosses x-axis, that is minus 8 for us. Do you see that? That is minus 6 for us at 0. So maybe something like this. Do you see a parabola? So this point is the y-intercept, which is minus 6. So the vertex is at minus 8 and the y-intercept is at minus 6. So that is how approximately our parabola is going to look. I hope you understand the concept and the way it can be calculated. Right? Thank you and all the best.